Bet you never thought you'd deal with a Theta Ranger before. It's morphin' time! Theta Zord power! Good morning, everybody, and welcome in. Today we are rolling straight into Cybertron for full-on celebration of the Transformers G1, the legendary cartoon, the comics, the toys, the memories, and all the wild rabbit holes that comes with it. We've got an awesome panel with us tonight, or today, this morning. Stone Cold Loki is with us. We have KJcowboyDan, Casey, Kingstyle should be here soon, Diesel, we have Crazyhorse and Alice, and we're going to be talking about everything from Autobots, Decepticons, best episodes, underrated characters, rare collectibles, toy lines, comic storylines, hot takes, and whatever else crashes through the space bridge. So get ready for some nostalgia debates, some deep cuts, some laughs, and probably a few battles over who's truly deserving of the Matrix. Hit that button, jump in the chat, let us know your favorite transform, because today we transform and we roll out. We have with us Crazyhorse and Alice. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Hey. Glad to be here.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. And we have Casey of Casey's Creepy Creations. Thank you.
Great to be able to speak to you all again.
You're a legend, man. Thank you so much for being here. I love you, brother.
I can't wait for this. I got a theory I got to run by you guys.
Well, we'll be talking about it. So let's get everybody introduced, and we'll get right into it. KJcowboyDan is also with us. Thank you for being here.
Hey, howdy, hey, boys and girls. How you guys doing today? Hey.
And then we also have the man of the hour, the man that I've been trying to get on the panel for a little while, and I can't believe that we finally got him. Thank you so much for being here, Stone Cold Loki. Thank you very much for being here, brother. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you for letting me come and sit in on this wonderful panel. All these cool people, Crazyhorse and Aliceofdahole and all these wonderful, absolutely awesome people. And we're going to talk Transformers. What's better than that? What's better than Transformers? I know what Theta would say, though. Power Rangers.
Well,
I got a whole wall of Power Ranger shit over here, too. And yeah, so
that's right.
Let's talk combiners and Transformers.
That's right.
G1.
Yeah, we're going to get into who our favorite combiners are, who deserves, like I said, who deserves the Matrix, who deserves to be the leader of the Decepticons. You know, does Starscream really have a shot? We're gonna, I'm with you there. But I think Soundwave is a good second choice.
Shockwave too.
Shockwave too. Yeah, exactly. Shockwave's he's devastating in the comic books, but we'll get into all that. We'll get into some toys and any other facts and stuff like that. But thank you all for being here. Y'all are amazing. I want to say hi to everybody that's in the chat. We have Crazyhorse doing double duty. We have Jedi Master 2022. Thank you so much for being here, Jedi. I miss having you. We have Dionysus Greek letters. Thank you so much for being here as well. Arriba, muchachos. Thank you for being here. Then Sean Carter, also joining, member for 18 months. Hail to you, Theta Sir. Thank you so much for being here. You rock, Sean Carter. I love you. And I miss you, man. We need to do some more stuff together. And we have Alice again and Jedi. That's it. So thank you so much for being here, everybody. Let's get into some nerd talk, man, about Transformers. I've been reading the Skybound comic, and it is one of the best written. The first section anyway with Daniel Warren Johnson. I don't know if anybody's been keeping up with that, but even from the first episode, from the first comic, when Optimus steps on that deer and he realizes how fragile life is on this planet, and he gets sad for it. It's kind of a retelling of the comic book series or the cartoon series.
I got mammal on the bottom of my foot. Oh,
yeah, pretty much.
oh.
But like he has a moment where he realizes that life on this planet is so fragile, and he needs to protect it. And I don't know if y'all have
After
been,
he helped destroy Cybertron.
no, but I mean, there's a lot that goes down. I'm going to be making a video on it. Right now, Robert Kurtzman has taken over. But Loki, what do you think about the series? Have you read any of it?
It's been good so far. I've read some of it. I caught the teaser in, what was it, Void Rivals?
Oh yeah,
Void Rivals,
see that
when you see God,
Miles
I can't remember
Mayhem?
the name of it. He's right over there. He's my jet. My jet.
Miles Mayhem or
You see
could-
Jetfire in that.
oh,
first,
Jetfire.
in
Oh,
Void
okay,
Rivals.
yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, are they taking over the Transformers? Well, hell yeah, they're taking
Yeah,
over the
yeah, that's what
Transformers.
Void Riot. Because the thing is, what they're doing is they're combining GI Joe, Mask, Transformers, all into one thing. And Void Rivals is kind of where they all kind of coalesce, and so they have their own little stories in their own little books. But then they come together in Void Rivals, and it's really kind of really awesome how they're bringing them all together. Miles Mayhem is the villain in Mask. He has the ship that turns, or he has the plane that turns into the helicopter. So they're going to be adding Mask into this whole universe as well, which I think is really amazing because it is a car. It's vehicles that transform into other vehicles and stuff like that. Very cool stuff.
To be honest, I've been kind of like waiting for this. They've tried back in the day when Transformers and GI Joe were Marvel Comics. They tried to combine the universes, and I mean, that Hasbro has been wanting to combine these universes for a long time.
Yeah.
Even though I think that the fact that they're finally getting together and doing it, Hasbro has been very willing to do combined universe stuff. I mean, after all, they've released I think twice. They did a Transformers Magic the Gathering drop.
Oh yeah,
Just go back and look at the original G1 cartoon and look at the G.I. Joe Transformer crossovers. Now
exactly.
It's half the battle and all that, man. They had Bumblebee on G.I. Joe. They had G.I. Joe over on Transformers.
That was the episode where they transformed Springer, Ultra Magnus, RC, and Rodimus Prime into humans, and it turns out it was Cobra Commander that did it the whole time.
It was me that did it all the time.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It's even back then they were trying to get these universes put together. But I do have some info that I wanted to go over real quick. It's just some basic info on the history of Transformers. So Henry Orenstein is the guy that officially went to the Tokyo Toy Show in 1983 and discovered Diaclone and Micro Change. And it was a line. They're both each lines of toys. And Hasbro was looking for a new toy line to kind of promote, and they bought out the rights to use those toys, and they also use Macross for Jetfire. But so the cars, the trucks, stuff like that were the Autobots, and the guns and other household items were the Micro Change that they turned into the Decepticons. And so then they got Marvel to actually write. They got Jim Shooter, and Jim Shooter hired Bob Budiansky to basically write the bios for all every single Autobot and Decepticon. So each character has. That's what I love about Transformers is there's so many characters that they put so much time into having their own individual personalities. And there's pacifists like Trailbreaker, Hounds, and then there's people like, and then there's Autobots like Sunstreaker and I can't think. Ironhide, I guess, is one of them that just they want to fight. They're and then there's some that are in between. There's like Jazz. He's second in command. I love how it all started. I love how it's been growing, and I think that the big question is, why do you think that Transformers still has such a hold on the hearts of kids from the 80s and even younger kids? Is it just the cars? Is it transformation? Is it the character arcs? What do you think it is?
Can I quote the movie Big?
Yeah,
it's a car that transforms into a guy.
That's right. That's all you need to know.
And
see, that's the funny thing is that Henry Orenstein, he realized that in Japan, that's really all the kids wanted back then. In Japan, all they cared about was like, it's just I like it because it's a car that transforms. But here in North America, the kids kind of wanted more of a story, so that's why they hired Marvel. But you're right. The cool thing about it is that it's a car that transforms into a building or a Walkman or a gun or whatever.
Yeah, but I don't think it would still be relevant today if that's all there was. Okay, so you come out with the Transformers toy line in the United States. It's hot, but then it goes the way of like roller derby. It's gone.
Yeah,
you don't have it. The reason why we still care about it is because of how Megatron is and who Starscream is and who Optimus Prime is. All those characters that you mentioned, Ironhide. There's a reason why kids were crying and running out of the theater when Ironhide was like, no,
and Prowl,
such heroic nonsense, boom, and just blows his head off. There's a reason why the kids were running out of the theater and crying, because of those deep stories. And because those writers took the time to go, hey, we're going to flesh all this out. And not only are we going to write these backstories, but we're going to incorporate them into the series in a way that's cool. Hey, this is Ironhide's episode. This is Jazz's episode, fighting Soundwave. This is Bumblebee's episode. This is the episode where we get everybody in the golden pond and they become invincible and you learn little things.
Beachcomber, yeah.
We spent all that time learning about these characters, and then they wiped the floor with them, and we were obviously upset, and we've carried that with us this whole time. If I didn't love Transformers the way I do, I wouldn't have this shit in my room. I wouldn't spend my money on this. I do it because of all those things. It's not just that, oh, well, it's cool. Look, it's a cab over that can transform into a robot. Yeah, that's cool. But once you get past the age of 12, it's not really cool anymore.
Exactly. And that's why
that Optimus Prime was like, one shall stand, one shall fall. It's just, you're locked in. You're locked in forever. You love these characters and you want more.
And you bring up a good point too. And the actors Peter Cullen and Frank Welker, the way that they portrayed those characters too, it wasn't. I mean, it was the writing on top of the voice acting. They spent a lot of time crafting those personalities with the writing. And without those voices, I don't know if we'd have the same emotional connection that we do with Optimus and Megatron and everybody else.
But back in the 80s, we also had like an incredible soundtrack for a cartoon.
I was going to say that too. Instruments of Destruction.
With the movie, Instruments of Destruction. Then we got Weird Al Yankovic for the Planet Junkion scene, and then, we got The Touch when they opened up the Matrix, We got the power, and you're like, oh yeah, oh. It's like we're dusting off childhood memories.
We're cleaning off our underwear right now. Yeah.
Dusting off those childhood memories.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And what they're and I think that's another good point too, is that they're what they've done with oh, that's beautiful.
That's
the
mint. That is mint.
That is so sick.
So yes, I've opened it. Yes, I've played it. I've got a short. If you look on my channel, there's
on
actually
vinyl. No,
that is beautiful.
That is an
no
original.
shoot. Oh my goodness.
Yes, it is.
You can say shit. That's all right.
How many times? You've known me for so long, and how often do you hear me use swear
very little, man. Yeah.
So I love vinyl. That's how I listen to music. So of course I was like, oh, they've got an original. Oh, it's in protective casing. And yes.
Oh,
that's beautiful, man. That is gorgeous. That's absolutely good. That's something that I would frame and put on my wall. That's beautiful, man. But I obviously want to listen to it too. So.
Oh yeah.
I want it. I want it.
I want it.
Yeah.
the precious.
Casey, let's if you have a favorite Autobot and Decepticon, who would you think that you would go after? Like if you wanted, maybe not to run the Autobots or Decepticons, but like who's your favorite type of character that Bob Budiansky wrote the biographies for?
I got to be honest with you. I love them all, and if I could take a minute or two, I'd like to say something.
Yes.
Kind of goes back to what Loki was talking about a minute ago. My story with Transformers is a little bit different than a lot of y'all's, because I'm over 60 now. So when I was watching Transformers, I was much older than a lot of y'all. I was maybe late teens, early 20s, and they were coming out. Now, for me, I was a person, because I've got cerebral palsy and can't move around a lot. I spent a lot of time indoors, and especially after getting home from either high school or early days of college, back in my community college, there wasn't much to do on TV when you got home that late, unless you wanted to watch the news. And I just wasn't into all the depression.
Yeah.
So for me, I started watching these shows, and we had a lot of great shows for kids during the 80s, but nothing resonated quite as much with me as did Transformers.
Yeah.
For one simple reason. Yeah, they were cars that transformed into robots. Yeah, it was a big plus. But the biggest plus of all was the longer I watched them, the more I began to realize that underneath all this candy-coated stuff for kids, the bright colors and everything, they really tried to tell really interesting, engaging stories.
Agreed.
Things that even as an adult, they resonated with you because they were trying to show not only kids, but viewers in general, the best that we should aspire to be. And I don't mean that we should change into things, but well, I mean, if you're into that, you can. But for me,
well, we could always change into some
movies.
I had to. I was watching that before streaming. I love that, but no, what I meant was they were always trying to show in cartoon form the most virtuous things that we could aspire to be, which was what the Autobots actually are and were. And as to my two favorites, I have to be honest, much as I love everybody, and I do mean everybody, including Decepticons, There were some really interesting Decepticons, but my two were Trailbreaker and Hound, and I always
Hound, yeah, good choices.
I always felt like they. Pardon me. I know Dan won't swear, but I'm going to in his stead. All right.
Good.
Trailbreaker and Hound got fucked over. They were
Yeah.
around.
Well, and just to add in real quick, Hound was actually supposed to be the key character instead of Bumblebee. When they were writing the show, Hound was actually supposed to be the main character that you followed around with Spike and everything. But I don't know if it was test audiences that didn't connect with them or something, and they changed it to Bumblebee. But Hound was actually written to be the main Autobot that you followed around and connected with, because he was kind of a pacifist and he loved, human beings and stuff. So go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean that was, if you watch the first two episodes, where the pilot episodes, where they were primarily, they were the primarily featured characters. I mean, those were interesting shows, especially because they kept referring to how nice it was actually on Earth and everything. I mean, things that people themselves don't usually think about. We don't know how lucky we are to live where we do and be on a planet with this much diversity and opportunity. But they got it immediately, and it was kind of a nice counterpoint to all these other guys that just wanted to go to war with each other. And and back then you weren't even sure exactly why. You knew that most of these guys wanted to pound the crap out of other robots to change things. But these two were just kind of, they gave you a real interesting look at your world.
And if I can say so, like, even though they were made out of metal, the personalities that they had, it made them seem like they were flesh and blood, like they had hearts and soul. That's something that I loved about the Autobots in particular, is that they were written in a way where you knew that they were like extremely tough and huge, and they could kick some ass, but inside they had like they were soft and lovable, and you can't, there's just something that that balances there, and it's a part of the all sentient beings deserve the chance for life. I forgot the exact quote that Optimus says, but all sentient beings, blah blah blah. But that's what I loved is
and they had values too. So
exactly.
like the Autobots had values, and while you were talking about the like, oh well, they had these feelings and they taught you stuff. I want to tell you one of the most like poignant parts of that in the original series was when Megatron and Prime had a one-on-one challenge, and the loser had to leave Cybertron. Prime goes,
heavy metal war.
I'm gonna stop this war now. They're gonna leave. They can't be on Earth anymore. No more death. No more destruction. It's on me to do it. And he loses. Megatron beats him. Well, what they don't know is Megatron cheated.
Exactly. That's the episode that I watched the most.
Right. So
that was the introduction of the Constructicons too.
Megatron found out that when Prime found out, oh, he cheated. He was like, oh, it's on Megatron, because he told the Autobots, hey, we agreed, we'll leave. So we're gonna leave.
And they actually held up to their
they held up to the fact that they lost. They accepted that loss with grace and honor, and said, you know what, we put it all on the line, we lost, we'll leave. And when the other Autobots wanted to fight, Prime put a stop to it and was like, no.
Nope,
we made an agreement, we're gonna follow through with it. We lost, let's go.
We have honor.
Until, hey, guess what, Prime? Megatron cheated. He had all the Decepticons' powers. That Prime was like, let's go.
Yeah.
You cheated. You broke the rules. All right, Autobots, roll out. That he's
Really,
you're
is there
exactly
cheating
right.
in war though? I mean,
Well, when it comes to Decepticon code, or when it comes to Cybertronian code, yeah, I mean that's the rules. I mean, if you break
the Autobots are virtually
Cyber,
responsible for the downfall of Cybertron.
but since it's a choice for them to leave, if they cheat, then that gives Optimus Prime and the Autobots a way out. It's like if they go into battle and it's agreed that it's just them that are going into battle, then it's not them and everybody else's powers. You know what I mean?
Goody Two Shoes just needed to be Goody Two Shoes Autobots needed to be extricated from the planet they were destroying. And how you eliminate pests is not cheating.
And
But
so
from that way of thinking, though, too, the Quintessons are the ones responsible.
that's
Yeah,
true.
Yeah. Yes.
That is true.
Good point.
Yeah. Speaking of which, you got my Quintesson right there.
Oh, he's awesome.
So you were saying something about who would be better to lead the Decepticons, and I've actually put some thought into this. Right?
Okay.
All right. So everybody knows that Starscream is just a douche.
Yeah.
Did you know in the Japanese series, if you ever watch the Japanese series, he's a pretty boy. He is. He's like, I'm young, I'm talented, I'm gonna be the leader of the Decepticons.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding. The way he talks,
yeah.
he's like a effeminate Decepticon that's like a pretty boy.
He's
That's
like
the way he talks about himself.
he's a femboy. He's
he's a femboy.
Here's what I don't get. Right? With femboy Starscream, all right. I've never been a fan of Starscream. I always thought that Thundercracker should, because he's virtually the same character, give himself a little paint job, go and blast Starscream in the head while he's asleep, and take his position.
Yeah.
Well, Thundercracker would have made it better. First of all, he's loyal.
That you really need to read the Skybound comic, because Thundercracker has a big part in the whole story, especially right now.
I was always a Skyward.
Oh, great! I have to buy more.
I'm a Skyward fan myself. Yeah,
I'm already broke as it is, spending all my money on comics, and now I have to buy more. Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, I could give it away, but I don't know if I'll just say it, because I'm unless Loki, unless you're planning on reading it.
Go ahead. I'm okay with spoilers.
So Thundercracker actually turns to be an Autobot in the last few issues. So he sees that he sees the same thing that Optimus did, that life is fragile, and he's always been kind of like the more level-headed seeker of them all, not truly following Megatron all the way through, kind of questioning, having his own thoughts and stuff. So him and Optimus kind of had to sit down and talked, and the Thundercracker was basically like, "Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to scratch off. I'm going to take off my Decepticon, and I'm going to be an Autobot with you." Because
the Autobots didn't have enough flying characters anyway.
Until the second season, when they got the aerial bots. Yeah, the
aerial bots. But I always figured, I always wanted Thundercracker just to blast Starscream and take his spot. They're the same exact plan. They're the same exact Transformer. I had both toys. They just had a different paint job.
My favorite was with Blitzwing right here. That's my favorite right there. He could turn into a tank. He turns into a plane, and he's just he's a unique looking robot. This is the Star Toys one, but Loki's pulling out his Starscream. Yeah, I got and I actually customized mine. So I painted I paint mine, and let's see. If we're gonna pull out Starscreams,
I love an early showing.
This is my masterpiece, Deformation Space Starscream with the cockpit painted with like an enamel. So it actually looks like the cartoon. I'm really anal about like making my my figures look like the cartoons.
Oh, I
Nice.
think we had the same idea.
Oh, you painted yours too?
In double.
Nice.
Yeah, you got to buy 3. You got to buy one to modify. You got to buy one for your collection just to have out as a
Beautiful,
regular.
man.
Then you have to have one to just not open in the package.
Well, if we could afford it, these third party ones, man, they can get expensive sometimes, especially the fans toys. Like the Galvatron that just came out, I think was close to $300.
Really good looking though. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it looks. I want it. I still have the first edition. If I could sell it and replace it with the version number 2, I would, but I just can't. Oh yeah. This I want to show you this too. In the Skybound comic, Optimus rips off his arm, so I did a custom piece where I put a arm on Optimus Prime of Megatron with his fusion cannon sculpted.
They're
the
actually
top
coming out with an official version of
yeah, the Hasbro is Yep. and I think a New Age Legends is also doing it.
You know, I've always liked Megatron as a Transformer. You know, just having a Ruger Transformer was always awesome. But
he looked he looked
awesome. But as a leader, when they after he got transformed into Galvatron, he was a much better leader.
No, dude. Have you seen season 3 where he had that mental breakdown?
Yeah, he was nuts. He
literally, like after losing to Rodimus Prime, he literally lost his mind, and Cyclonus had to take him to these planets to get him like therapy because he literally.
It was also the torture.
Yeah.
That,
in his mind.
Oh my God, that was going on from Unicron.
Exactly.
He's like, why stop? Oh my God.
I mean, sure, the mental torture and everything did make him crash out. But let's just say for the time being, when he was sound of mind and not too busy getting headaches from Unicron talking in his head you're going to do this or I'm going to give you the worst headache you're ever going to have, pretty much I felt he was just more badass. I mean, personally
he did look. I mean, I think part of it was Leonard Nimoy being the voice of him in the movie. That was awesome.
Okay,
but
maybe I'm just fanboy then.
But in the cartoon, it was after the movie came out and he became Galvatron, he really kind of became second fiddle as a leader because it became like the Quintessons as the big threat. And then they were worried about Unicron coming back, and then Starscream's ghost inhabiting everybody. And then finally, when season 3 ends with the headmasters, there was Scorponok, and what was the character's name that Zyrax or something like that? But Scorponok was like the big villain of that time period. Do we have any favorite Autobots? Like I know you said Hound and Trailbreaker, and I love them to death. Along with Beachcomber, I love their pacifism. I love that episode with the Golden Pond, like you were talking about, Stone Cold Loki, and when they could just they just like were fighting for because they couldn't hurt each other. And by the end, Beachcomber's sitting there and he realizes that everything that they had just done, it didn't hurt them, but it destroyed the forest and the life in the forest. And he was like really sad about it. And I love that character of Beachcomber, of him caring so much about the life on that planet. So I'll end my my little thing right here, my little paragraph or with my favorites, my two favorites off screen, like Optimus Prime's cool and everything. Obviously, the leader, Rodimus, is cool. But to me, my favorites was Wheeljack, because he was able to create the Dinobots without Vector Sigma. He actually was like the Doc Brown of the whole group. Like, he actually didn't need the special spark of Vector Sigma to create new Transformers when everybody else did. So he was my favorite, and then Springer from the '86 movie. So that those are my favorite Autobots. And then like you said, Skywarp was my favorite, was one of my favorite Decepticons, along with Shockwave and Soundwave. Soundwave was just awesome with his cassettes. Like, and he was so cool that they actually had to make a version of the Autobots blaster to compete with him, because he was just so damn cool. His figure, or his ability to shoot out cassettes. Yeah, there you go, blaster right there. There he is. Steel Jaw, Ram Horn, Eject, and Rewind were the cassettes that Blaster had. And Ram Horn, there he is. Yeah, it turns into a brown rhinoceros with some kind of, with like missiles on the side. There's Eject. And then the black one is Rewind. But yeah, I mean, Soundwave and his cassettes were so cool that they actually had to go ahead and make a competitor on the Autobot side. That's how cool Soundwave was, and I love it. For me, the fans' toys Soundwave is just an amazing figure, and I have him right here. I painted his. He came with a gold outline on this. I had to paint it just for the cartoon accuracy, but with Laserbeak right here with him on his shoulder. But this, for your money, you're not gonna find a better Soundwave. Like this was just one of the most fun characters to transform and to play with, and just amazing altogether.
I was more of a Ravage.
Me too.
Regarding the tapes, I was more of Ravage guy. I mean,
I'm a cat guy, so I mean, Ravage is definitely my favorites right there.
Me too. Yeah, cat guy.
But, I mean, there you go. I even have a USB stick.
That's what this is.
You have the same one.
We're twinsing. Oh my God, we're twins.
Oh, hello. My poor brother, I missed you.
All right.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool.
I'm very curious to hear what Loki's favorite Autobots are.
I am too. That's
me and you have a little disagreement here about one of them, and we might not be friends anymore after we.
If we're talking like season, there's probably different ones for each season, and how the show progressed. If I had to pick just one, it's not going to be one. It's going to be the aerial bots, because the Autobots didn't have an air force. They didn't have any planes. They didn't have anything that went up in the air. And the Decepticons didn't have ground vehicles. They didn't have cars. The most they had was the Constructicons, and that's heavy moving equipment.
Yeah, you can't go fast, and especially with an 18-wheeler with Motormaster, you got to have something like that. Oh, and we have with us Diesel joining us, another Transformers colleague of mine. Welcome, Diesel.
And Diesel's repping Optimus there.
Yeah, Diesel is an Autobot to the heart, man. Like he represents the Autobots all the way through. Thank you, Diesel, for being here. We're just talking a little bit about our favorite Autobots actually right now. So.
Cool. I was listening, man. I'm sorry I'm late.
Don't worry about it, man.
Nah, man, I should have got up earlier, but
don't worry about it. It's all good. We've been having a good time. So
awesome.
But don't discount the Dinobots either. I love Grimlock. Grimlock kick butt.
I hate bringing him up because last year I had to sell my fans toys to pay my bills. So my fans toys and my the snarl that you showed, I had to sell both of them to pay my electricity last year.
Yeah,
And I'm so upset, man. Like I miss them so much that like I feel like my the rest of the Dinobots are like missing them. They're like they're crying every day, like not having their brothers with them.
Where Grimlock go? Those are free. Oh, I'm sorry. Those are freaking expensive.
No, fuck, say fuck.
Okay, they are fucking expensive, dude. So
yeah, I know.
I paid $500 for my set. And then they didn't come in one set. I bought them.
Paid for back in the day.
I got a group. I got a bundle. So I got all 5 individually, but it was like that's $500, dude.
Yeah,
that's not cheap.
I know.
And now, shit, just to get a Grimlock, it's like
just to get a Grimlock, it's $600. I right now on eBay,
I just saw one. Yeah, on eBay, yes. On eBay, yes. But there was one over on Big Bad Toy Store not too long ago. They
really
actually had it in stock, ready to go. BTS mint or whatever it was.
I have to ask.
Check Big Bad Toy Store.
Does your snarl have the flaps on the legs to cover up like when he transforms? You know, he has that opening on his chest. You do have that accessory, dude. That's what pisses me off the most is that I would have to find a seller that already has that attached as well. Because I'm anal like that. Like I want that back. Like yeah. I mean, if I had it before, I want it back just like it was. I need those 2 characters, and I a hotspot to complete my combiners, and I'll have season 1, 2, and the 86 movie, all Autobots and Decepticons in masterpiece form. And now they're selling Metroplex, a 4 feet tall. Dude, where are you gonna put that thing, man? And then obviously they're gonna come up with a Scorponok, a Triptychon, and a Metroplex eventually. I mean, Metroplex already came out, but it's more of an IDW version. But
that Metroplex is divorce class.
Yeah. Divorce class, exactly. That is a good call.
That is awesome. But like,
how much on a transformer?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's gonna be like $1,500, I'm sure.
Yeah,
man, we should find those pictures. They were on Facebook of that thing, and the guys set up, and I'm just like, man, I'm like,
where are you going? Yeah, dude, that's the size I was when I was in 6th grade. I mean, I would
probably
be tall.
weighed less.
Yeah, exactly.
Weighed less than
exactly. Because there's going to be a ton of die cast in there, man. Yeah. I mean, just in the feet alone to make it stable, you got to have the lower half be weigh enough to be able to make sure it doesn't fall over
and reinforce the body, because
exactly
body, as well as I do with a lot of third party ones.
Yeah,
they'll just start bending over, and you're like, wait a minute,
exactly.
No. Okay, and you got to get them in just the right pose and just the right way for it to stand up straight and stay there and not move. And you're like, all right, if I have to lean you against something, I will, but don't move.
And if you put too much weight, like if you put too much die cast in the arms or something, those arms will break off eventually because they just weigh too much, especially at 4 feet tall. So like it's a real and that's what I love about the masterpiece style of figures, is that the engineering that goes into each one of those figures is so in depth, because they look so perfect in all, like triple changers or combiners especially. You have to make sure that they look good in all 3 modes, or just in 2 modes, for the regular ones, but they make them look so perfect in every single mode that they spend so much time with those engineering. I think it's incredible.
That's why I wound up selling. I had a ton of G1 toys, man. A lot of them were from when I had them from childhood. I just kept the stuff, and I was like, I've been a weird OCD kid for forever. So man, I kept the boxes. I even kept the sticker sheets, the used sticker sheets, man. What kind of psychopath,
I know,
8-9-year-old does that? But like when I saw some of the masterpiece figures, I started selling my original G1 figures to get the masterpiece. And I'll be honest with you, every now and then I'll get a tinge of like nostalgia, but then I remember, oh yeah, that thing's a brick. And then I look over here at this. I got this Fans Toys Huffer sitting right here that I got a couple weeks ago. That thing is so awesome.
It's so good. And Gears, I mean, and Brawl or Brawn.
I want the pipes.
All the mini bots that Fans Toys make are superb. Warpath.
Oh, I want that one. I want
Beachcomber. Even the
Power Glide.
Even Power Glide, who's really hard. Like he's really complicated to transform. He looks so damn good after you transform. You feel so good after you get him, transform perfect.
It's the size of a full masterpiece.
Jet. Exactly.
And I'm just like, what wizardry came up with this?
And that's exactly why I love it so much, is because you feel so. It's like putting a Rubik's Cube together. It's like you feel like you've accomplished something after 30 minutes, of putting, of going, trying to transform this figure into its other mode. After you're done with it, you feel like you've really accomplished something special.
I admire toy makers just because of that, right? You admire toy makers because you actually like imagine having to work for Hasbro or, and go, okay, so we got this new Transformer and he is such and such. We want you to have him transform from a car into a bug into a human.
Exactly.
Are you smoking crack? But I have a job, so I have to do it. I just admire toy makers because they do the impossible. They absolutely do. Think about it.
They make characters like Huffer, like characters that nobody really cared about. In the show, they make them look so cool. I do want to say this real quick. Thank you so much, Sig Volleson, for sending in the $10 super chat. And I know what you want. You want to press the button, but Unicron's going to destroy this planet real quick. So hold on, let me get this out. Thank you so much, Sig Volleson, for the super chat or for the mega chat. All right, let's continue.
Yeah, man. That Fans Toys pipes looks so sick, man. He's got the stacks as guns. I never cared about pipes, but I saw that thing.
Yeah.
I gotta get that. I gotta get that thing. This thing is badass, man.
Yeah, dude. And it was Swindle is another one.
I love Swindle. I had that G1, man. That was like one of my favorite G1 toys. But I would have back in the day, man. I used to take Scotch tape and try to tape that big Jeep cannon to his arm so he could show, because I thought, man, I love it when I love that something about an arm cannon. Awesome.
Exactly. That's why I made that Optimus Prime that I was showing off earlier. With the fusion cannon of Megatron. I do want to mention my favorite episode is one that you've already talked about, Loki, is Heavy Metal War. The first appearance of the Constructicons in the series. It was the last episode of the season 1, and the Dinobots. It was exactly like what you said. Megatron took everybody's what did they call it? It was some kind of
power chip rectifier.
Some kind of power chip, and he infused it within his own body so he could teleport like Thundercracker or Skywarp. and you know, also
Do
all
Rumble's
sorts of
ground
stuff.
pound.
Yeah, like Rumble and Frenzy. But in the end, it was Hounds that was able to make that hologram of that huge fake combiner to scare off
in the one
Devastator.
in the Polonium shot, man, from Optimus Prime that shot Devastator, and it was like, all of a sudden this shot's gonna make him separate.
Yeah, but it was only because Devastator was out on like like he was scared because he was like, oh shit, like I'm seeing a combiner that's, you know, even bigger than me, and he looks pretty damn badass. On eBay, there's a small company like Toys that makes a great Alpha Trion, a masterpiece scale Alpha Trion, and that combiner, which they call Holowitz Matrix Maximus. That's what it is. It's a very cool figure, but yeah, it's about $400. But yeah, they actually use their powers there too, and it's not often that you see an Autobot with special abilities. You know, Trailbreaker has his shield. He's the only one that has like a shield other than Defensor later. But that's why I love Defensor, or that's why I love Trailbreaker too, because he was the only one that could defend like that.
Yeah, and they wrote and Bob Budiansky wrote so much of their abilities. That's why I love that Marvel UK. There's some of the early Marvel UK comics that were drawn like the toys. Mm-hmm. And then when they had the thing when they Auntie, which was like the Ark, the computer inside the Ark at first was and they went kind of haywire, and it showed Megatron tapping into the black hole to get the energy from a black hole, and it had all of that because that's in his tech specs that they wrote, and it was never mentioned in anything except for the UK comics that I'm aware of, how he could tap into the antimatter from a black hole, and he was pulling that in. I remember that.
And Shockwave in the UK comics was like like he was written to be so threatening. He really should. I mean, and he took over the leadership of the Decepticons for a while because he was just that insane. Like he was a mad scientist that tortured people, or not people, but tortured Cybertronians.
I always have problems finding back issues of the Marvel UK.
Because they are hard to find.
Yeah, I don't have, man. The only thing I've got like 2 graphic novels from Target 2006 that have like
that's cool.
When Galvatron shows back up in the past, which is pretty cool. They thought they didn't know that at first. They thought
they were 2 different characters.
Were they graphic novels or omnibuses?
It was a graphic novel. I've got 2 of them. And the UK stuff, man, I've got some kind of poor quality scans downloaded, but there is I have a website that's got scans of it where you can read it. I don't have any of the individual issues. I just have those 2 graphic novels, but the UK stuff is cool because it came out bi-weekly. So I think Simon Furman wrote it, and he wrote story even from the beginning. I think he wrote it, and they put stories out that took place in between the individual Marvel US issues. So you had a lot of stuff that was added in there, which was really cool. And I love the early issues where they drew them like the toys, which was cool because a lot of times in the robot mode on the cartoon, you look at your toy and you're just like, man, this is disappointing. To say the least. But like that Marvel UK stuff was cool.
What's for everybody that has ever owned a Transformers toy, what was y'all? Well, first let me preface with this story. It's a short story, but I had Ultra Magnus as a kid, the original G1, and I was just so young at the time. I never realized that I could add the trailer to the white Optimus Prime to make Ultra Magnus. So I never got a chance to transform him into the full Ultra Magnus. But for everybody that I know, it's such a shame that happened.
So that goes back to our original our topic that we kind of bypassed.
Hey, welcome, King.
And you were talking about Hey, King.
Hey.
You were talking about your favorite Autobots, and I said that we're going to have a little fight on our hands because you mentioned the Autobot formerly known as Hot Rod, and as one of your favorites, and really aggravated.
Me?
Who did Hot Rod turn into? Yeah, you did.
I mentioned him as a leader, not as one of my favorites.
Yeah. I know.
Rodimus Prime, right?
Springer,
Rodimus Prime, right? Yeah,
Springer was the one that I was saying is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I refuse to acknowledge him as Rodimus Prime. He's Hot Rod.
I consider it as a dark timeline, an alternate dark timeline that should not be acknowledged other than retcon purposes.
The rightful leader of the Autobots after Prime's death absolutely should have been Ultra Magnus. Ultra Magnus was the most awesome. He was better than Optimus Prime, first of all, militarily.
But he wasn't
speaking.
sure of himself.
It doesn't. Are you going to be sure of yourself when you become a leader?
At first, right?
I mean, not at first, but it was all in the way that he was written too.
Yeah,
but
no, I mean,
he's always been a character that was very he always does best as second in command when
that's
he becomes.
Because they kept writing him as best as second command.
Well,
it was very unfair of him. Unfair of the
He was
writers.
the star screen.
In a way, yeah.
Like basically, like the reverse Megatron situation.
I love Ultra Magnus, but
but I love Ultra Magnus too.
Optimus is the real. But I agree that Ultra Magnus, because I mean, look at the toy. The toy was a white Optimus Prime cab, so it was obviously, and he was called the City Commander. So
he got to use his trailer as part of his transformation. Where Optimus Prime only got to use his trailer when he needed a gun,
that was
or
only
transport a couple Autobots.
That was only in like the IDW comics. That wasn't in the main Marvel comics.
But they did in the cartoons too.
No, not in the. No, they didn't. In the cartoons, he just transforms. They never show like him as a white Optimus Prime that has the armor.
They didn't show that, but they just showed the cab and the trailer just transformed into one body.
Yeah, that's true.
Transforms into one body. It didn't show it as two separate pieces. No.
Okay. I thought
Dreamwave Comics, I think, was the first time that they showed that. Which is why it blew my doors off, man.
Can I ask this question though? Is that technically considered like fusion? When they
that's what I was arguing. I don't think it is.
Because I know it sounds weird saying this because technically this is like because this is the most famous example. I'm sorry if I'm referencing anime such as Dragon Ball Z, but the fusion dance.
No, it's nothing like that. It's part of their biology, man. He's able to combine with his
to Optimus Prime and his trailer. They're not the same, So
his trailer was just an accessory
or an add-on, not a fusion. So
on a side note, there was I don't know if you guys ever remember the Toy Fair magazine, which Wizard used to put out.
Of course.
Oh man, it was so funny back in the day.
I loved Wizard magazine.
What does Optimus Prime's trailer do when he's in robot mode? And it showed it like at a baseball game. It had the G1 trailer and it had that claw, and then it showed it at a strip club with a little dollar in the
Oh god!
What is it? Like
I don't remember that. That's
I remember that. Yeah, I do. Wizard magazine was awesome.
Roller probably would be there, hanging out on the side.
It's like in the show, it just showed up. Sometimes it was like,
yeah.
It's like, okay, where did his trailer come from? It's like it was gone and then it's there.
Yeah, they explain that as going into like a pocket dimension type of thing,
like a null space or something.
Yeah,
but
it's also the same with when Megatron turns into a smaller gun. They change size just like Soundwave changes into a very small Walkman that Spike can carry around in his pocket.
Don't forget, they rebuilt Convoy multiple times and different versions of Convoy throughout the Japanese cartoon. So in our world, Prime rolled down that hill after Roller in that one episode where the mine gets blown up, and you think, what happened to Optimus Prime? And they're like, oh, we'll get you back, Prime. And Huffer takes his trailer. Well, in the Japanese comic, he died, and they had to revive him.
Did he? Oh, I didn't know that.
So that was the first death of Optimus Prime, was when he gets rolled down that mountain.
Oh,
and Huffer
wow.
takes his trailer. That's because they killed him off, and they had to fix him.
Wait,
so Wheeljack and God, what's the other one?
Ratchet.
Wheeljack and Ratchet had to bring him back to life in the Japanese.
Wow.
one.
Okay, because I was gonna ask you, Loki, that was that because you know how technically the Transformers G1, right, was technically two other toys, one of them was Japanese brand.
Diaclone and Micro.
I was thinking you were talking about Optimus Prime's Japanese original counterpart before he became Optimus Prime.
No, this was in the cartoon. So they had a different kind of a little bit different of a cartoon than we did. Theirs was more we're not afraid to kill off our character, and then Hasbro did it, and everybody freaked out. But they were already there, and
they pulled the
JoJo. They pulled the JoJo with Jonathan Joestar. They didn't give a shit.
Him. We will rebuild him and make him stronger.
Exactly.
I like your thing. If it's meaningful, I'm okay with character deaths, but when it's Optimus Prime, dude, he is the Superman / Spider-Man of the Transformers universe. You don't kill him off.
Yeah, that's why they killed him off a couple of times. They killed off Optimus a couple of times.
And then they brought him back as a zombie at one point.
Yeah, that was Flint Dille. If you ever heard him explain it, he did a lot of the writing for the G1 episodes, and he was like, man, he was just we didn't have the heart to tell people back then if they were upset, that we already had an episode in the pipeline where we're going to bring him back as a zombie. That dude is real quick, before I forget, if it's okay,
go ahead.
One of the funny stories I ever heard Flint Dille say was talking about, and I think this is true. He was talking about Chris Latta or Christopher Collins, the guy who voiced Starscream, was always getting arrested, and he would say for parking tickets or stuff. The way they talked about that dude, he kind of sounded like he was on a lot of drugs. The way
I'm sure most of them were.
Did you know in the original Japanese series, they actually had the same voice actor play Starscream as they did Cobra Commander too?
Oh, that's
awesome!
They
did the exact same thing.
You know what?
That makes perfect sense. I mean,
it's in the same universe, so you never know. I don't know. I like that.
Flint Dille said that he would call him from jail in the Cobra Commander voice, asking him, "Come bail me out." Like that, he'd call him up in that voice, and he'd have to go bail him out.
Did you know that originally he was Mo Sislak and Mr. Burns in the early episodes of The Simpsons?
No, I didn't.
They did. The first. I think it was the first and second season.
Yep.
No, second season. He was I don't think Mr. Burns, other than references, he was ever shown in the first season. In the second season, he was.
I could see Mo though.
Mo was in the second season. He was introduced in the second season because remember the first season was based off the shorts. It was an extended
the Tracy Ullman,
of the Tracy Ullman shorts. So Mo wasn't there. He didn't go to Mo's yet till the second season. So Mo was introduced in the second season. So what happened was they lie. Fox and Matt Groening lie to this day and say, "Oh no, he was never in the series. He was in the test dubs, the test recordings, and we removed." No, he in the original recordings when it aired on television.
Yep,
it was him.
Yep.
They redubbed him with Hank Azarian later.
Yeah.
After the third season.
If you want to see him,
back.
He was actually in Roadhouse. In that movie Roadhouse.
Really?
He is the dude who keeps showing his wife's fake boobs, man. You want to see my wife? Also, and he sounds just like his normal voice is like Sparkplug. Sounds just like Sparkplug.
He was a stand-up comedian. He was a stand-up comedian.
He was.
Hey, Diesel, you mean he was showing fake
Yeah, that's it.
Also, what was what was his name? Oh my god, the guy who plays Ned Flanders. What's his actor's name? Harry Shearer. Harry Shearer. Okay. Harry
Maybe.
Shearer redubbed, Mr. Burns again after the fact. So, but they lie and they said, "Oh no, we only in the test recordings." It's like no, he was in the original episodes. It aired on TV.
You can't pull one over on the internet, man. We're autistic and psychopaths.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, but like I'm pretty sure some Simpsons fan, like cult super Simpsons fan, has the VHS recordings of it. I never seen it because again, I was away. I was a seed in my father. Before I was born, I was not around when the original first seasons of The Simpsons.
It sounds like
aired.
the start of a poem.
I remember all that stuff, man. I remember
Quote the
watching
Raven,
it
never born.
I watched it because I'm old. I watched it on the Tracy Ullman show, and I thought this was funny.
Yeah, I was not around when Tracy Ullman show aired.
I used to watch it on the Tracy Ullman show too.
Was it on? It was on HBO, right?
No, it was on Fox.
No, it was on
Oh,
Fox.
really?
It was a late night show on Fox. It was a late night variety show.
I think it was on Sunday nights, maybe around 8 or 9
it was Sunday.
o'clock.
It was according.
Sunday night, I think it was
Gotcha.
on like 6:30 or 7 o'clock Central.
And Tracy Ullman sued them. She sued Fox and Matt Groening and the other creators of The Simpsons.
Oh, what a bitch.
Because she tried to say, "Oh no, it was my idea. I created The Simpsons." No, you didn't. And they offer you to part on the Tracy Ullman shorts for the Simpsons shorts, and you said no because you didn't want to play Marge or some other character on the shorts. She's like, "No, I was supposed to be Marge." It's like,
you hate her mad because she made a terrible decision.
Yeah, she regretted
ridiculous.
it. She regretted it,
and that's the only. It was
She's mad to this day about it because that show was more popular than your show. It is the most successful spin-off series of all time.
It was the little shorts actually pretty much powered her show.
That's the only reason I watched it was to watch it.
People stopped watching Tracy Ullman's variety show once they started doing less and less of the Simpsons stuff, and then they're like, okay, well, the ratings were starting to drop on nights that they didn't do a Simpsons short, so they started doing Simpsons shorts every week, and the ratings went back up. So people only watched the Tracy Ullman show for the Simpson shorts. They didn't care about Tracy Ullman's mid humor. And
the other cartoon shorts on there, Dan, were shit. They were terrible.
Mm-hmm.
The Simpsons were the best ones. They were the best thing on that variety show, like you said.
Yeah, well, let's get back to Transformers.
Sorry about that.
Only have,
no. We were just talking about.
I
know.
Yeah, sorry.
That was me.
We only have
we overdid it.
a little bit longer to talk about it, but I do want to mention and ask go around the table and ask what's y'all's, like, if y'all could have like any figure or any comic book Transformers, what's your holy grail Transformer piece of that you would want in box or whatever, in graded, whatever.
So
I want an original Megatron.
Yeah, that's a good one. That would be one of mine.
Megatron.
I picked up a original Devastator. So I've got an original Devastator.
Oh,
it is not in the box. It is not in the box. So this was loose, but it had everything. So it's
how
everything.
Is the box in good condition and everything
there is no
too?
Box. No box.
Oh, there is no box.
This
okay.
was loose. But I would want a box. If I could just whatever, because it's the first combiner and I love combiners.
Same here.
Go to ToyCon in New Jersey. There's always sellers that have old boxes.
Old box. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They sell them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have like one in the box and graded, and that would probably be.
I think it's
top ass.
Nice. That's a good. That's
New Jersey ToyCon or ToyCon New Jersey. I don't remember what they call it this year, but go there. They always have toy sellers that sell the boxes because the boxes themselves are collectibles.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I still keep all my boxes.
I've got like 5 different Devastators. So I've got the original. I've got the fan toys. I don't know which one it was, but it was the big green one. Then I've got the
Toy World
black one. So I've got a black one, and I've still got this in the box. This one was like $3.99, like $399.
Yeah.
But it's black and purple, and it's of course it's one of the giant size ones.
Yeah,
Like
the
my
almost
area
2
ones.
feet tall.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then I've got the Generations one, and I've got the new one, the movie series, the '86 movie series.
Cool.
So, and
I wanna stay the night at your
86 movie
place.
series.
So you have
We're gonna
this
play
one
with
right here,
toys.
but in black and
That Toy World's cool,
Yes.
man. Toy
Yep.
World was that one
It's
right there.
black and
is-
purple.
yeah,
Yeah.
I actually painted I customized this. I painted the legs. They're gray, and the crotch piece was gray as well. But I wanted, again, I'm a cartoon accurate nut. So
I know you like Power Rangers. I don't know if you ever saw this. I don't know if you've ever seen them when I was like showing them off before. So this is not painted, and this is metal.
oh
So-
wow, yeah, I actually have seen that in a pawn shop.
So what this is this is the San Diego Comic-Con version of
Yeah.
Tommy's Dark Megazord. So if you've got the like evil universe version of Tommy that kills all the Rangers, he's
Lord Draken.
Lord Draken, who I've got back there somewhere up there.
Yeah,
He's got his own Megazord with his Dragon Zord. So
That's
this
awesome.
is the black, gold, and green version of his Megazord. And of course I've got the like fully put together. Give me 1 second, 'cause this is
that's sick, man. Yeah, I have like a whole.
so it goes perfectly
That's
with-
That's awesome.
with his Dragon Zord.
Yeah, beautiful,
So it looks
man.
like it's just, it looks
That
like it's
looks
meant
so
to be.
beautiful. Like that's awesome. That should have been how it was in the show. Like all black and gold and green.
You've got Kimberly's.
Yeah, dude, that looks so sick.
So these are really cool. I love these. This wasn't that expensive though. I think this was like $200 and then $100 for the Dragon's Word. These are the Takara, not Takara Tommy, but
Yeah, Show of Chijokin.
Shogoken. Yeah, Soul of Shogoken.
Yeah.
These are the Soul of Shogoken Power Rangers figures, but with the black, golden.
Nice,
from
man.
San Diego Comic Con.
That is so sick. Yeah, I have the Show of Chijokin Tiger Zord. I don't think they made a Falcon Zord for it, but I have the Falcon Zord Legacy, and I have the Dragon Zord.
Oh,
But,
Killer J. You know what? Give me just a second. Since we do.
Here,
have a Beast
wait,
Wars
check
era
this.
fan.
Check this out real quick before you go.
Oh,
Look,
that is
th-
awesome, dude.
that's my Jason David Frank
Shrine.
shrine. Yeah, the green on the left and the white on the right. I have their communicator watches on the far left and right. They're morphers, Lord Draken in the middle, and behind you can't see, but I have Saba and the green, the Dragon Dagger, and the SH Figure Arts figures of the Green and White Ranger, signed by Jason David Frank.
That's the man, dude.
Yeah.
That is so freaking cool. That is
Hell
such
yeah.
a great collection for Tommy. Tommy was always my favorite. He was the whole reason I
Oh,
watched
yeah.
the show. So
For sure, man. And I actually
Be
met
right
him.
back. Let me grab something.
All right. Yeah. So let's go around the horn. And Casey, if you had like one holy grail piece of Transformers memorabilia, what would it be and
Well,
why?
If I could have one holy grail thing other than Hound or Trailbreaker, one thing I would really want after the 86 movie is I would love an actual Unicron.
Which one?
Wait,
They
yeah.
made-
Would you want the Hasbro big one, or would you want the one that I have, the studio one, studio
No,
cell?
I always believe if you're going to buy something, which is why I don't have toys, but I'm one of these people. If you buy something, you buy big or you don't buy.
Well, see, but the only thing that I had, I completely agree with you. Unicron needs to be as big, if not bigger than everything else. But I just don't like the kibble that waffles off the side of the legs in the HasLab Unicron. So I got the Studio Cell version. And it looks beautiful. Here, I'll get it real quick and show you. Loki, what were you going to show?
Okay, the only reason I said that was because
these are
the only two I have, and I swore I wasn't going to go in the other room and get shit, but I do have Prime, and I've got Megatron.
Those were great figures.
Those are cool figures, but I'm not a big Beast Wars fan.
Neither am I, but I wanted Prime and Megatron.
The figures were awesome. I had Cheetor. I had Rhinox was always my favorite because he reminded me of Wheeljack. But here, I'm going to go get my Unicron real quick.
Box. Those are nice. Those are mint and box.
Yes,
very jealous.
Are those the reissues or OGs?
No, those are the OGs.
Cool.
Oh, man.
If you do like Beast Wars, man, that I've got what was it? Transart. I think they might have switched names to a different company, but like I've got the Transart and they've got Beast Wars Metals Megatron. And he's insane.
Okay, so we got the big boy here. He's should be bigger, but he is what he makes up what he doesn't have in size, he makes up for in his ability to transform and look sick as hell.
Yeah, that thing looks awesome, man. I'd like to have it. He looks like he roll. I mean, that thing is movie accurate, front and back, no kibble, none of that, and he doesn't require assistance to stand up like the HasLab one does.
Yeah,
I want both of them.
The Grimlock feet in his butt cheek.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, you can tell like they put so much love into this. Like, there's nothing hanging off the back. The back looks perfect, like it would just like in the cartoon. The eyes actually light up if you put batteries in it, but I haven't put batteries in it or anything. But yeah, I mean, I got the upgrade for the wings because the originals they're shorter. But these,
those are a little bit. They look better in planet mode too, I think, right?
Yeah, they do. They make it look a lot better in planet mode. So, yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite pieces. But
okay, I stand corrected.
So this is what you would want, Casey?
Yeah, if I could have anything, I'd go over and go into all y'all's houses and
this is one of my pride and joys. Like I without this guy, I don't know. I love this guy so much, man. And he wasn't actually that expensive either.
No, not considering how awesome it is. That thing is not that bad.
Exactly. Like they made this guy with love, and and the way he transforms into planet mode is very easy to do and looks just amazing. I just wish he had a better stand. I wish he had kind of like a transparent stand so it looks like he was floating more. Yeah. The orange cone that they use kind of just doesn't do it for me. It just kind of looks awkward, but that's why I keep him mostly in robot mode. But yeah, this is one of my favorites. But for me, my holy grail would be a like a 9.6 or a 9.8 of the first issue of Transformers, the Marvel comic. That would be my holy grail. Put it on the wall.
Nice.
What about you, Diesel?
I'll be honest with you, man. I had all the original G1 toys, and then when I saw the Masterpiece stuff, and I'm still like I was talking about before. The original stuff, I just don't care about it that much anymore because like I had it for forever. And then in the early 2000s, like around the time Dreamwave comics were coming back out, I got back into Transformers and got a lot of the ones that were stolen from me as a kid or that I didn't get. And then I was like, when I saw the Masterpiece stuff, like I've sold that stuff. And now I'm like, I've just about got everything that I want. If I can I have spent too much money, but it's like, The one, yeah, because like with the fans toys combiners, man, I've like got that stuff. But one thing, out of everything, I was just thinking about it. I want to meet Peter Cullen. I want to meet that dude, and because like it was just, dude, I was one of those kids, man, watching that in the movie that was like in mourning for the rest of the year, and then the next year until they brought him back in Return of Optimus Prime, and by then I've gotten a little.
Oh yeah.
But I would love to meet that. And that's my holy grail, to meet him before I die, man, or before he, or just I want to meet him because I actually rebought a whole, but I traded my Marvel comics to my best friend who has like a spinner rack, and he's got them all
that's cool.
Yeah, he's got them displayed. And
that's a great way to display them.
I know, man, and I got to where I was like, should I've done this? So I just I rebought a whole bunch of them, dude. I've got all the way up through like 50. So it's like, all right. So that's like the ones that, yeah. I just want.
I do want to say thank you, Sean Carter, for the $5. Lord knows I need it for my bills. But he says his dream Transformers memorabilia item would be a life-size Megan Fox doll.
I agree.
That would be a good
minus her thumbs.
I'm minus her thumbs. As long as her mouth opens up, and
I think
that's a different type of doll, but I think they make that.
I mean, whatever floats your boat. But Sean, this is, if you're still here, Sean, this is for you, buddy. This is your dog Dexter thanking us for your super chat.
Dexter, do you say thank you for the super chat? Good boy.
Thank you so much for the super chat. Lord, like I said, Lord knows I need it for my electricity bill right now. So thank you. I love y'all so much. Y'all, everybody that supports this channel and everybody that's here right now. And everybody that came on the panel, man, is amazing. But we're still going on for a little while longer, for another 40 minutes, I think. Loki has. So yeah, let's keep on going. What was I don't know if Alice and Crazy were big Transformers fans.
Alita 1G1.
Alita, oh, so you're an Alita 1 fan. You're a traitor.
I'm
or are you thinking of RC?
No.
Oh, you're thinking of Optimus Prime's girlfriend, Alita 1?
You may never know.
Okay. Well, in the comics right now, Alita 1 actually took the Matrix from Optimus Prime, so she is Alita Prime now. So she is the leader of the Autobots right now. It's kind of a woke,
Alex Kurtzman is such a woke
Robert Kurtzman.
Robert, sorry, Robert Kurtzman.
But they had a battle, and they just like when Heavy Metal War, Alita challenged him to a fight, and they fought, and Alita won. Optimus wasn't in the best condition at the time, but so it wasn't truly a fair fight, but he lost, and he gave up the Matrix, and actually the Matrix came out willingly, so now Optimus's crew they aren't Autobots anymore. They're their own faction. They were left on Earth because Alita was pissed off that Optimus didn't put his own kind before the humans. And he was basically saying like, well, we landed here, we caused all the problems that they are having here on Earth, and we need to make it right. And Alita was like, you care more about these humans than you do your own kind. And so they used the spray. Alita 1 was like, who's coming with me? And basically they separated, so half of them went to Cybertron with Alita Prime now, and the rest of them stayed.
Yeah,
with,
they're traitors.
Yeah.
They have no
Thanks
loyalty
for-
to Optimus
But
Prime.
you know, maybe it'll be a
for-
good payoff in the next few issues in the next
They were
series.
spies to Optimus Prime the whole time, and they were
Yeah.
going to kill Alita and dismantle her. Yeah, that'd be a great payoff.
Yeah.
We know that's not going to happen.
No,
Oh,
it's just a way they keep doing this. They just want to take something away from Optimus Prime. They want to take something away from everyone's
And,
established
yeah.
And
heroes.
let's be real.
That's
Alita
all it
would
is.
lose.
And
in a
he and he
fight
turned
with
back
Optimus
into
Prime.
Orion Pax, but they still call him Optimus. They don't call him Prime, but
Yeah, it's
Is-
it,
they-
Yeah,
it-
but let's be
it's
real.
trash.
Optimus Prime, even as Orion Peck, would kick her ass. We
Well,
all
well,
know that, right?
I
Well,
got
Orion died, so Orion Pax died.
yeah, and
they
then
they kind of like rebirthed him as Optimus.
Yeah, they
So-
resurrected
yeah,
him.
Can't really
Alpha
go
Trion
back to-
rebuilt him as in War Dawn, I believe was the
a
episode.
very, very, very good episode. So good because
Which actually was all the aerial bots that helped Orion Pax become Optimus Prime, even
Yeah.
though they weren't. It's one of those timey-wimey type of situations where, like, if they weren't created by Alpha Trion in the future, then would they be able to come back to the past to create Optimus Prime? But that's what I love about the writing in Transformers. Like, the art might not have always been there. Like, they might have drawn some Autobots in there flying with the Decepticons.
there's always animation there.
Yeah,
Or
but-
they would
but
just
the-
copy the low tier,
Yeah,
Transformers would
but
have the same.
the writing
design
was
sometimes.
always like really
Yeah.
pretty cool. Like,
That's
except
it.
for like the episodes with the mermaids and
Oh, yeah.
all that weird shit that they did.
David
season
Wise
3.
is the one who wrote War Dawn, and he wrote a whole bunch of stuff. He also wrote the Rebirth, and there's an interview with him that's on my Rhino DVD collection, and I found it on YouTube. I might see if I can find it again and put it in the private chat for you guys. It is so cool the way he wrote it. He said that that he
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, how he went back. He said, "I want to show the first shot of the war, and it's going to be, and that's because Optimus Prime was like his favorite like leader character, and that's when he says he was like, watch the Rebirth. He said, I knew this was going to be the end of Transformers, so I wanted to focus it on Optimus Prime. He said the fact it was going to be a 5-part episode, but then they changed into a 3-part. He said,
Yeah.
that those episodes are even watchable is a miracle.
Well, and speaking of that, do y'all think that becoming at the end of the Rebirth, when they became headmasters, do you think that was jumping the shark?
I think that they had,
in my opinion, I do. But I want to hear y'all's opinion.
I don't think it was jumping the shark. It was they had to throw it in there because it was already in the toy line. They had to throw it in there so quick that the writing was like sub-tier, and then you got ACOM to animate it, and that's why it looks like trash, because like most of season 3, and then they've got some early season 2 stuff, that the stuff that ACOM animated it because I guess they were cheaper, looks like trash. It's awful.
Well, what it did is reminded me of the movie, because once we started getting used to having Rodimus Prime and Ultra Magnus and RC and Springer and all these different characters, then we all of a sudden have to get used to Chrome Dome and what are the other 3?
Brainstorm, Chrome,
Brainstorm,
Dome,
Hardhead. Yeah, I mean, and then RC, she Daniel becomes her head in the Headmasters as well, and then there's Target Masters, and then it leads into the Power Masters, where in the Japanese version, Prime is dead again. And it's a completely different bot that comes back as God Jinrai, as the Power Master Prime that resembles Convoy.
But 1,000 times better.
So they did. I personally think it was jumping the shark. It started. It started not to become Transformers anymore. It started to kind of become its own thing. But it was that's just my opinion. I want to know what y'all think.
What did you think about? I always felt like Springer should have been the one who got the Matrix.
Oh,
Yes,
I completely agree. Springer
Really?
is my favorite.
So so you got Hot Rod, and you got people that love Hot Rod, and I get why you love Hot Rod. But Springer had a sword.
Yeah.
He was a triple changer. He was a leader.
Exactly.
You had Ultra Magnus
he had
confidence. I don't know what
confidence.
to do.
He
had the
he was the
confidence
one when Ultra Magnus was like, I don't have time to deal with this right now. Springer was the one that was like, today is not a good day to die, or like
Hot Rod and Cup just bought it. I don't have
Exactly.
time to deal with it right now. Well,
Yeah,
you better
exact-
have time.
Exactly. So I completely agree with you. Having the sword, he had the courage, he had the touch, if you will. Pun intended, man. Like, he was the one that should have got the Matrix. I hands down agree with you there. He was my all-time favorite of the new line of Transformers. I don't know if y'all know who Springer is, but he's the obviously, since green's my favorite color too. Here he is with RC, his girlfriend.
Oh, he's gonna go get him.
Yep.
Of course, he has a Springer.
You started it. Had to go say it.
Here we go.
This is Springer right here. He turns into a helicopter and he honestly kind of turns into what you would call the Tumbler from Batman, like a green version of the Tumbler.
Yeah, he's a triple changer.
And then
isn't he?
RC, the Fans Toys version. They're together, and I think that this is probably my favorite figure of the new line of the new movie, the X Transbots version. The Fans Toys version, I think the shoulders were too big. But this one, it has the butterfly joints, that you can kind of move the arms in and stuff. But yeah, you're right. I mean, he had the sword, he had the power. Like, he was huge. He was just as big as Optimus Prime. So who knows what he would have looked like as like Springer Prime or something like that.
And he's got RC, so you've basically got a king and a queen.
Exactly.
On Cybertron.
Exactly.
Cybertron.
I'm gonna say something. I loved RC just for her voice.
I agree with you.
I really didn't like her as a Transformer. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever, But her voice, even to this day, she can talk to me all day long.
I mean, I liked her honestly as a character. I thought she was a strong character. I like that they.
Women.
I mean, that's a curse word these days, but I think that she did a great job filling in for a female, because she wasn't like a typical like I'm better than you type of character. She was a soldier,
She did a very good job as a character. I was just more of more into her voice.
Yeah,
the
no,
voice
I hear
actress who did her,
And honestly, I gotta give it to the creators of the engineering for these toys, because you look at this character and you're like, how can you make this transform into that full car that she transforms into? But Fans Toys did it. They figured out a way to pack all, she has a little bit of a big backpack, but she had a big backpack in the cartoon as well. But they fit all of that car into this body. Like, look how slender and sleek this body is, and then you can see, like, when she transforms, it all looks perfect. And there are some Japanese upgrades where you can take this chest off and you can like have actual like rubber boobs that you can squeeze only
in Japan.
Exactly. Only Japan would do that. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do in Japan, and they sold a ton of them, and they're.
You can always sell the boobies.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
I think that I think throughout the history of mankind, the boobies always was sold just not for money, just like
you can
food.
you can always sell the
Hashtag keep Alice working.
there you go.
Yeah, that has
Hey,
always
what's
been
up,
a thing
Sammy
in
3
history.
Pete and Swollen Salad and everybody that I've missed? Thank you for joining us today. We have a huge group of people here today. We have 47 people watching. Thank you all for being here today. So when it comes down to it, Springer is definitely one of my favorites. His sword actually turns into his helicopter. The
propeller.
blades,
Yeah,
the propeller. Yeah.
Rotor.
The
But
rotor, the propeller, yeah.
yeah, the rotor. That's more accurate. But I mean, yeah, he doesn't have. I mean, he has a little bit of a big backpack, but he looks fantastic. I love the way that they use him. But I completely agree with Loki. He's the one that should have got the Matrix of Leadership.
Oh, I would have agreed to that. Yeah, I could agree to that one. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely had the touch. He had the power. He had the courage. Yeah, he was the one that whenever Ultra Magnus was having his crisis, he was the one that was there to kind of get everything together and be like, okay, we need to do this, we need to do this. I absolutely love that. I don't know if we finished going around the horn.
We didn't.
KJ, what's your
all right,
ideal memorabilia?
Well, as Casey said, but I'm not going to say that's my ideal. I actually want, if I were to get the Unicrons, I want both of them, because you just want the big one, and you also want the nice one. You want one for display.
And there is actually a upgrade kit where you can take off the kibbles, so the back of the legs don't have layers upon layers upon layers. Making the calves.
But Unicron is not my ultimate desire. See,
okay.
I had as a kid. And I pretty much loved the crud out of him, was Blaster. And
we were just talking about him.
Blaster and Soundwave. If I could get like Blaster and Soundwave and all the cassettes, every single last of the cassettes.
Yeah. They sell them. They sell them all. Like they have like even the ones that you might not realize are cassettes. I think like there's Rat Bats in the Blaster and Soundwave have a battle to the death. They both die, and then they both are rebuilt. And Soundwave comes back as Sound Blaster.
Yeah.
And a Blaster comes back as Twin Cast.
Yeah.
In blue, and Sound Blaster comes back in all black, but I mean looking the same, just different colors. And they have all their old cassettes and 4 new ones as well.
And new ones as well, yeah.
Exactly.
I want them all.
But Steeljaw and Ravage are my favorite cassettes.
Nothing against Sound Blaster, even though as a kid we would have liked to hear the word blaster, but I think Soundwave sounds better when you're hindsight 2020 as an adult. It just sounds more like vibration. You're stronger than not just a physical thing; it's a sound thing too.
But I think it's also because there was already a shock wave, so they wanted to they wanted to change the name so that it sounded a little different than.
Because to me, Shockwave is more electricity based with Soundwave.
Yeah, exactly. And he turns into a gun. And actually, he's the only one, the only toy anyway that came from Radio Shack. He was called Robot Man, and he transformed into a gun. And that was literally the only figure that the Transformers used to have in Cybertron, and basically, Shockwave is basically like an ex-girlfriend that won't let Megatron go. He's been like waiting for like millions of years to hear back from Megatron.
He's Smithers.
Yeah, exactly. He's every day. I can just imagine Shockwave, waking up and being like, Megatron, I miss you. I haven't heard from you in 3 days. Where are you? I miss the old days. And then like after like a million years, he's like, is it me? Is it something I did? Megatron, please. I just want to know you're okay. I miss you. Like, it's just, like, think about it. Like, for 4 million years, Shockwave has been waiting for a transmission from Megatron, and he's still waiting for it after 4 million years when they wake up. It's I mean, honestly, it's the most loyal thing you can say for a commander, but I just think it's funny to think about how obsessed he is with
file a restraining order.
Have you ever seen that the episode that dubbed over episode from years ago called Shockwave's Burden that I think it's Dr. Smooth did?
No.
Oh my god, it's just
not that I can think. I mean, I might have, but I can't think of it.
It's so funny. He dubs over this stuff and Shockwaves. Oh my god, dude! It is, if you wanted to watch it on stream, it is the funniest. I can't believe DJ's or Dr. Smooth's it's called Shockwave's Burden, and it's like
okay. Everybody, I'm just gonna write it in the chat. Go search for it. Shockwave's Burden. Shockwave's Burden. Yeah, go and check it out after the stream.
Probably 20 years old by now, man, and it's hilarious.
Well, if it's good enough, go check it out after the stream. But yeah, KJcowboyDan, did you? I don't remember you finishing your thought on what
that was it. Pretty much. Okay. I just wanted to go back to those because I had them when I was a kid, and
gotcha.
I was obsessed with them, and on top of the rest, I mean, if I could just get back all my Transformers again, multiple times of having to sell collectibles and whatnot, and then like parents when I left home, they sold all my toys, and we didn't think you're gonna need them. I'm like, but yeah, they were collectibles by that point in time. They were toys. Some other kid could use them, but they were collectibles.
Yeah, you gotta love the selfishness of the parents. Like, they don't care what your feelings are. They're like, yeah, we only care what if you took their TV. If you took whatever they had, right, that they thought that they cared precious about, like like a gun or like a certain movie, your dad would go fucking Predator on your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Or your mom would go fucking Terminator on your ass. But when it's your shit, they don't give a shit about.
Oh yeah, exactly. All my masks toys got just vanished. And just like that, just like King did.
It was Casey that vanished.
Casey.
Oh, Casey. King. Well, so I'm gonna ask. What's your your memorabilia that you would
original
want?
Megatron?
Okay, that's right. Original. Okay,
you know how they had to change it because parents.
Yeah, because you can't. But that's what I love about
you can't have a gun or a laser gun for a fucking
that's what I love about the Masterpiece series. When they came out with the MP36, they still stuck to the gun, and that's why I love that figure. I'm never gonna get rid of it. I actually 3D printed a back piece so that it actually it looks like the cartoon as well, and I painted it. Without it just looks like a bunch of waffling and stuff. But the last question I want to ask before we start promoting and stuff, I want to go around the horn and ask if you rebooted Transformers G1 today, what would it look like, and what would your ideal Transformers movie be?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't? You
I
wouldn't.
I wouldn't trust
leave
writers.
G1 and leave the movie exactly the same.
I-
I don't trust the writers.
I would.
Well,
If it's an anime series, I would. If it's like an like.
Well, I'm talking like a live action movie. Like if if
okay.
you could make a live action version, like like we saw
Michael Bay.
in
Gotcha.
Bumblebee, like we saw.
Bumblebee was better. Bumblebee was better than the Michael Bay stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but it's in the same universe / Michael Bay has.
Well, we're ignoring that. I'm talking about like the scene on Cybertron where we actually got to see real life versions of the Autobots and Decepticons fighting on Cybertron before Bumblebee left and everything. Like
If they
what?
did a movie like that was like, okay, we're gonna do Cybertron, and the end
Exactly.
of the movie is the Ark going to Earth.
The Cybertronian
continued-
Wars. That'd be
Yeah, you continued from there. Like the first movie is the Cybertronian Wars, and then they leave, go to Earth. They have like maybe 2 movies on Earth, and then have the follow up where everybody goes back, and you've got Unicron and all that shit going.
yeah.
Hell yeah!
See, I would
I
try
can
to
live with
find
that.
a way to make people.
I'll let KJ go and then I'll go. I'll go last.
If I were to do that, I have to find the perfect way to make people forget that Michael Bay screwed up my childhood multiple times, and pretty much I don't like Loki said, I don't trust the writers nowadays. So it's like, you're going to put your DEI bullcrap into it. You're going to do something where my Transformers are now Transformers, and I don't trust you. I don't trust you writers. Plus on top of that, I don't trust the producers. I don't trust the directors. I don't give me your agenda. Give me a true to life Transformers storyline. Go back to the comics. Go back to the original G1 series. Go back
Agreed.
to otherwise I don't want anything to do with it.
You know what they would have to do, KJ? Like they would have to basically get a Chinese or Hong Kongian or Japanese director, Korean director, who has no bias towards like the agenda in America / Canada, like North America wokeness, right? And you basically do what the guy who did the Star Trek movies. What was his name? Like he didn't know about the
J.J.
source.
Abrams.
No, not J. No, in the 70s.
The original Star Trek. Okay.
When they did the Star Trek the motion picture, like the guy who I think was the second or third movie, he had no idea what Star Trek was, but he watched the original.
Harvey Bennett.
Yeah.
Harvey Bennett. That's right.
He
What
watched
happened-
the original series
yeah.
and the animated series as a Bible, as a story Bible, to get to know what the characters were about, and he did a great job.
And he had to get those. He had to get those from CBS, so he got the reel to reels, dude. He got the reel to the reels of the old
Desilu Productions, yeah.
Yes, and sat in a hotel room for days just watching every episode. That's all he did was sit there and watch and take notes. And finally, he was like, "Okay, we're gonna do Wrath of Khan. Khan's gonna come back, and it's gonna be a big battle, and there's gonna be this and that." Yeah, because
And now it's one of the most
that.
memorable scenes in all of cinema.
Wrath of
That's
Khan is a
awesome. So
masterpiece.
you're gonna have to have somebody like that, but like in Japan, Korea, South Korea, not North Korea.
Well,
Yeah.
so you see how they had
Yeah. We don't need
in Hong
anybody
Kong
that
and
claims to have
China.
18 hole-in-ones.
yeah,
Yeah, so you have to have somebody that's not biased towards that agenda and is willing to learn about the source material to make it better and make it even bigger.
you need to consult people. What you ought to do. Well, I don't mind the 2007 Michael Bay movie because they got Peter Cullen. I heard Peter Cullen narrating the opening of the movie, and I was just sitting there, just like,
Yeah,
and the hair
that
on my
part
arms
was
was standing up, man. And it's like, the problem is Michael Bay he's got moments of genius, and then he's got retard moments where he's just like, oh no, let's put masturbation jokes in there.
I think there's one more than the other. See,
Yeah.
for me, the movies, what the movies lacked is that they focused on the humans
Exactly,
and
man.
more
Nobody cares
than the
about-
Transformers. They needed to focus on the character arcs of the actual Transformers and build up their personalities, the way that they interact with each other, and the humans would be a secondary element.
Right.
But what they did is completely switch that and make you focus on the human Spike and Sparkplug, and even the dog pissing and the mom eating weed brownies and shit like that. It was so fucking stupid.
It was awful.
Yeah, they needed to focus on the actual characters. They needed to have, Jazz be a more central element, because you could tell that Michael Bay and the people that wrote the movie didn't actually care to find out the actual hierarchy of the Autobots, because Jazz is second in command. He should have been in the forefront. He should have had like the second most lines of the Autobots instead of Ironhide. Like, Ironhide's awesome and everything, and then that's another thing too, is that other than Optimus Prime, all the other Autobots, they started just looking the same. Like, they were just like the same version of the different characters. It was
just slightly different.
Just slightly different, that you could barely notice.
Different, just to say it's different.
And everything was so jokey, especially in Revenge of the Fallen, when we actually got to see Devastator, and then he's just like a dog with they shoot his balls, to destroy him. It's so fucking retarded, man. It pissed me off so much, because Devastator is my favorite combiner.
Let's talk about
Let's be real. Why do you think the reason why they focus on the humans on the live action Transformer movies, right? Because Michael Bay was either wanting to bang Megan Fox or
Megan Fox, or
Let's
he did.
Be fucking real. He promised her, "Hey, Megan,
yeah, I'm gonna make you a star.
If you date me / you do me, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
My sperm makes you a star."
Right.
Yeah,
well, maybe. But regarding the humans in that movie, right? In those movies, first of all, Shia LaBeouf. Okay, I can care less if you casted Shia LaBeouf, but calling him Sam Witwicky, I'm sorry, but the human kid is
Spike.
Daniel.
No, that's not true. Spike is the original. Sam, Spike is his. Sam is his real name, but they call him Spike. Daniel is the son of Spike, and what's her name? I can't remember her name now.
Carly.
Carly. That's it.
It shows you how irrelevant the humans are, or their background.
Yeah, that's exactly the point.
That's the point.
That is exactly the point. Is that they are the
anime,
secondary characters in the show. They should.
Here's the thing: in the anime version, the one that came out in 2001, where Starscream was teasing that he was going to join the Autobots, right?
In which one?
The Japanese anime.
I don't remember that.
I think it was called Transformers Hamada.
I don't remember that one.
The one where basically Starscream, they were going to make him a good guy.
Yeah, Armada, man.
I never heard of
Autobots for a little while.
Yeah,
I never heard of that.
I like that because I like Starscreen. He's like one of my favorite characters in Transformers. So that's why
Armada
I like it.
is good. It's like,
but the thing is,
really
they did, because it's anime, they had to focus, on the human characters a bit as sidekicks. Basically, they were Robins and Speedies,
and they should have stayed that way as sidekicks.
Yeah, they should have.
But
they should have been the people that the
sidekick.
Transformers were protecting. But it became all about the humans and hiding the Transformers from the world.
But I didn't like that the Transformers were essentially babysitters to these.
Yeah,
kids.
exactly. That's what I mean.
For example, the one where it looks like a weird cartoon with the black girl. I'm using that description because that was her skin tone with red hair.
Dude, that's how it is.
Because I base it. If it was an Asian girl, I would say the same thing. But anyway,
don't worry about it, dude. That's
red hair. She was a black girl.
You don't need to apologize for it.
She technically was like a Transformer hybrid. Like I think it was revealed that she was like a cyborg or some shit like that.
Oh yeah,
like a synthetic, basically. Like basically, Outlaw Star with Mifune. Mifune. It was kind of like a revelation like that. Weird.
The one where
Melfina. It's been like a long time.
Transformers animated with what's her name? Sorry, some that she was a little Indian girl that had a head that looked like a lemon head.
She looked more like a black girl with red hair, but that's here nor there. Anyway, and then they did the weird CGI transformer thing with the with the kids. They're babysitting these fucking kids.
Oh
Why?
yeah, the what is it? Transformers,
synthetic
Kiss,
girl.
Kiss,
Prime.
something
You're thinking about
like that.
Transformers Prime. You're thinking about
Yeah, Prime. Yeah,
you're thinking about Kiss players with that.
Kiss
I'm like,
players, yeah. That's
why are you
these
babysitting
Transformers.
kids?
They
They're
get their
not-
power from getting kissed by young girls. That's insane. Like that they're doing that in Japan.
And these kids got kidnapped, and they basically for the Decepticons they were bargaining chips.
Yeah.
Why would the Autobots allow that? Why would this is so out of character for the Autobots as Optimus Prime? Why are you doing this? They're not even support characters.
But but you're also thinking about the characters as if they have any like sentience in how they can perform in the show, and it's really the writers that are writing it this way. So
I get it. They're trying to sell to kids. I understand that they want kids to get involved.
They're also trying. I mean, I think they have other motives as well. But,
okay. So dealing with Hasbro, right? Okay. So we see this all the time. As people know, I'm part of the Magic the Gathering community. Dealing with Hasbro, Hasbro needs to keep on making toys. Period. So
no, they don't. They are awful.
No, they don't need. We as collectors say no, they don't. But the business model of Hasbro is to continuously sell toys.
But their engineers are awful. They don't put paint on their toys.
Okay, that's you talking as a collector, not as a business. You're talking as a collector, okay?
Yeah, now, I'm talking about what the fans would want.
But the problem is fans are a small percentage in comparison to the children that parents are buying toys for. Now, we have this argument all the time on the Magic the Gathering shows. The fact of the matter is Hasbro is a child's plaything company. Okay. And so anything that comes out there in any form of the media that they put out there is going to sell the cheap toy that is designed to break, so that way the parents have to buy a new one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
So and they have to keep on putting out continuous toy sales. That's what the business model is. That's what the business model will stay at. The same thing with Mattel. The same thing with Galoob. The same thing with any other toy company.
Yeah.
That's why model is for
third party.
Yeah, well, third party, but the problem is you're a collector. You're not you're not buying for children, which is the main. The main goal of Hasbro, who owns the rights to Transformers and all these other IPs.
I get that, KJ, but I don't like the fact that the Hasbro is meddling in shit that, dude, just make toys and advertise. Stop fucking getting involved in the fucking storylines.
They own the storyline.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter though. They fucking ruined Power Rangers. They ruined fucking Transformers.
Yeah. Saban ruined Power Rangers.
I'm
not mad at you, KJ. I'm just saying,
I know that Loki, he has things to do, so this is coming up on the 2-hour mark. I just have my suggestion of what I would want to see for the movie, a live action movie. I would want it to be exactly like what you were saying. I would want it to start on Cybertron, go into the whole escaping from Cybertron, the Nemesis following, and fast forward, they crashed into Earth. And I actually did a theory on this. I mean, this is kind of a little off the rails, but in my video, the energon that leaked over the last 4 million years after the Ark crashed into Mount St. Hilary and the Nemesis crashed into the Atlantic Ocean. Well, my theory was that that's what kickstarted evolution. And that's how we became humans, is that the energon leaked into the ocean and the volcano and kind of created the first proteins and stuff. But that wouldn't be a part of the story. I just thought that I'd throw that out there as a funny thing that I made a theory on. But that, I think we should start there and then make it a little darker, make it more realistic and kind of do what Skybound is doing with the new restart of the the Transformers, where the Teletran one wakes up, they all come back to life and everything. Takes them a little while to kind of get acquainted, and kind of like More Than Meets the Eye, where the oil rig gets attacked by Megatron. The humans realize that humans are real, but then I want it to end with Heavy Metal War. I want it to end where Megatron takes the the power chips from all of the Decepticons. They do the battle. Optimus loses. Then in the third act, they realize what had happened and they defeat the Decepticons with the Dinobots that Wheeljack's been working on. So that would be like the first beginning that I would do as a live action movie. Kind of rehash it, but the season 1 to get, because it's a new audience. It's a younger audience that I want to see actually get involved in what the Transformers originally was, and have the designs be the same and stuff. So that's my dream for what I'd want the movie to be about. But we're coming up on the 2-hour mark, so let's go ahead and plug all of the channels, and let's start with Crazyhorse and Alice. Y'all want to say anything about what's coming up with y'all later today?
Sure. I'm Alice. He's Crazyhorse. You can find us on Crazyhorse 1985. Tonight we're going to be doing at 7 o'clock Eastern. We're going to be doing a off the cuff with Alice. We're going to go back to the 80s, where raunch and comedy were about as hot and bright as the Miami neon lights. So join us. We're going to be doing some movies, some shows, all the stuff, some things. And then we get to jump to days. We love doing our Monday 7 p.m. Eastern happy hour with Alice. And last but not least, we love all of you and we love our chat. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for being here. And thanks, Loki, for joining us.
Yeah, seriously, this has been an awesome 2 hours. Thank you for being here at Crazy and Alice. King, I know you and KJ have a show that y'all are doing. Y'all want to?
I just want to say, KJ, I'm sorry about earlier, man.
What'd you do earlier?
I lost my cool about the Hasbro thing.
Oh well, no. Well, see, there's two different thought processes, right? There's the collector's thought process, and then there's the actual business model.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Yeah,
the business model and the collector's process are two different thought processes, so you don't have to apologize there.
Yeah,
my point was basically the writers should be selling the toys, not Hasbro, because they're not doing a good job.
Unfortunately,
I'm a passionate fan with Power Rangers and Transformers. I don't like.
Well, don't worry about it, and don't ever apologize.
I took it out on you. My bad.
No. We'll have a conversation about this on our show. We'll have a conversation about this on our show, because I've had a very big argument about that. So,
gotcha. I'll just say that,
promote your show.
Hold on a second. Let me put this up. Hold on. I got a thing.
All right.
There we go.
All righty, guys. We are doing Cowboys and Kings episode 2 next week on Friday at 8 p.m. about recasting for any media like movies, TV shows, video games, etc.
Everything from Darren on Bewitched, even.
Yep, absolutely.
Maybe even we might mention some DEI hires, like the current Snape and the new Harry Potter.
That definitely needs to be talked about.
Yeah, that's a good example. Another thing is the infamous Billy D. Williams, Harvey Dent / Two-Face recasting with Tommy Lee Jones, which he thought he was coming back as Two-Face.
Yeah, he wanted to come back as that character.
He had the contract. He was supposed to be Two-Face. It wasn't like, oh no, it's a one-off deal. No, he was gonna be Two-Face.
Yeah,
and they said, no, let's get Tommy Lee Jones because he's a bigger star. And instead, we got a Joker impersonation. And that shit.
Well, and not to mention the Riddler, but Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was
everybody.
copying Joker too. But anyway, that we didn't
Yeah.
like the. We want to discuss like why these recastings happen, whether it's for political reasons or for star power reasons,
And what day is that? And what time can everybody?
Friday, 8 p.m.
Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time, or
No, Eastern Standard.
That's
okay,
Eastern. That'd be 7
Eastern
Central.
Time on Friday. Go and check out Cowboys and Kings. You might see me on there. You might see Alice. You might see a bunch of other people as well.
Crazyhorse,
Being guest. So
anybody. It's
yeah, go and check
it's a
that out.
motley
They're
crew,
awesome.
guys.
They just had their first show last night, and they were amazing. They had a great show last night. We had a lot to talk about. So thank you everybody for joining us last night. Diesel, what do you want to plug?
I have nothing to plug. Man, all I've been doing.
I know,
I'm
but
working, but like I have no idea what I'm gonna be on next. No clue, man. I just kind of.
Well,
I'm
you're always welcome on my channel if you have the time.
I appreciate it, man. I don't. Maybe 1 or 2 streams a month. I might come on for a little bit, but I don't really. I can't even think of anything going on.
Yeah.
Man. All I've been doing is working, and then getting up at a ridiculous hour, and
I hear you,
then
man.
going and jogging and doing good, clean living stuff these days.
I hear you. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. All right. Let's see. And then we got, last but not least, the great Stone Cold Loki. Thank you for being here tonight, man. You got your mornings of mischief. What do you want to say to everybody? And I want to thank you so much for being here, man.
Well, thank you, dude. I love conversations like this. I love hanging out with a really cool group of people. You guys are definitely that. It's great to finally talk to Alice and to Crazyhorse and to hear those voices. Thank you guys for having me. It's a great combo.
You're always welcome, man.
I don't usually do Saturday stuff, but when Theta was like, "Dude, we're gonna be talking Transformers," I was like, "That's great. I'll come on for a little bit and talk Transformers." I got a couple.
Dude, I can't thank you enough for doing this. Saturdays and Sundays are my only days off, so I appreciate you taking your time to do this with me, man. I've been wanting to talk to you for a while, and you have such an amazing setup with the White Ranger and Starscream, Megatron, everything in the background. That's just so sick, man. Like, I wish I could show you my room. I actually have a Mjolnir signed by Stan Lee. I got it in 2013 when he was down here in San Antonio. Yeah,
I've got a Mjolnir up there, and I've got a Stormbreaker somewhere.
Hell yeah, that's right.
I also got Loki's scepter. So I have
with the Mind Stone in it. Nice.
With the Mind Stone in it, so it's the actual
Sick.
metal one.
Sick, dude.
That for Eris because she loves.
Nice. That is awesome.
My wife
I got to get myself
Loki, I love your name, man. If you're not down with Loki, give me a hell.
And I love the Hollywood Hulk Hogan NWO brother.
Oh yeah, I freaked out when I saw him when I watched the documentary. First thing you see is him in this, and I was
Wasn't that WCW when he was Hollywood Hogan?
Yeah,
he wasn't WWE.
He came to Bash at the Beach as Hulk Hogan, but the Wolf Pack or the Outsiders, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall were there. They were, they did this whole thing for like a month where they were showing up, pretending like they were taking over, and WWF was taking over WCW. And then when Hulk Hogan came out, and then did a leg drop on Macho Man Randy Savage, and everybody started throwing their cups in the ring, and they were so pissed and stuff. That was my favorite storyline in wrestling of all time. The 83 weeks with Sting, not saying a word in the rafters. You never knew when he was coming out. Sting was my favorite character, man. So maybe that's another thing we could talk about sometime. But
definitely.
Yeah, I love all that, man, and I can't thank you enough for being there. I put your link in the chat. Everybody, if you're not, I guarantee you're probably already following Stone Cold Loki because he's a fucking legend, and I love y'all so much. Thank you for being here tonight. If y'all want to become members, I do have a new graphic for all the people that are supporting the channel. I appreciate it so much. Y'all are amazing. Y'all seriously keep this channel alive, and people like Stone Cold Loki and KJcowboyDan and all these amazing people that have become family. I love y'all so much. Y'all are just such an amazing group of people, and I'm so blessed to be a part of this great, family that we have here. So if y'all want to, if y'all want to check out what I'm doing, I do my streams on this channel because it's monetized right now, but because I kind of am in the YouTube's dunce corner of the internet where they don't push my channel out to new people. I'm starting a new channel, Nerd Archaeology. So if y'all want to check out, if y'all want to become members on that channel, this is the link, and I would appreciate checking out what I have on there already, which is a theory about Masters of the Universe and how it would be awesome if Dolph Lundgren actually showed up as King Randor to be like the because in the original '87 movie they never call him Adam, so he could actually be King Randor, because He-Man's actually a title and not a name. So I think it would be really cool, and it would explain why they're on Earth, because they have Kevin and Julie, Courtney Cox, and Tom Paris from Voyager. So it would make sense why they sent him to Earth, because they have somebody there to watch over him and stuff. So I go into all that, and then I have a Tron video, and I'm also doing a video about the Stephen King universe, The Dark Tower. So I do a whole bunch of stuff. So please, if you enjoy that stuff, go and follow me there. And I'll do my little spiel. So on Nerd Archaeology, we explore hidden lore, the philosophy, and connective tissue of classic retro films, TV shows, animation, comics, and literature. Nerd Archaeology breaks down ambiguous endings, unresolved plot threads, and bold cross-franchise theories using on-screen evidence, science, and storytelling craft, with a little cinematic magic along the way. So subscribe if you want to think deeper, rediscover what gave story. Well, I can't. My fucking tongue is fucking. What gave stories soul, and learn how great storying is actually built. Come and check out that channel. And I'll be posting a lot more videos in the next coming weeks. So thank you everybody for being here. Go follow everybody. And what I tell everybody, after the first 2 hours after the streams go live, after YouTube does their little thing where it scans the video and publishes it finally. Within the first 2 hours is the most important time to comment. So if you wouldn't mind leaving a comment on the YouTube side of the channel, it would really help the channel, get sent out to more people. And that goes for everybody. It goes for Stone Cold Loki, goes for Crazy, goes for it goes for everybody. So if you like a certain creator and you want their channel to grow, making sure to leave a like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment within the first 2 hours. It helps so much. You don't understand with the algorithm. So thank you all for being here tonight. I love you all. And I hope that you have a great rest of your evening till all are one.